Well, think about this. When we bought this company, ESPN would not cover us, wouldn't talk to us, wouldn't meet with us. January 1st, we're on ESPN with one of the biggest deals they've ever cut in combat sports history. So it took 18 years. It took 18 years of, once something becomes so successful,
yeah, they can't deny it.
You just can't deny anymore. I didn't grow up with money. We weren't rich by any means, but I knew I wasn't going to college. I knew that wasn't a reality, and I didn't really want to go to college. One of the things that I was very lucky in my life with is I knew exactly what I wanted to do. From the time I was a young age, I knew I wanted to be in the fight business, and people thought I was crazy. Because at the time when I grew up, Don King, Bob Arum, these guys were the big promoters in the fight game, and everybody was set in their ways. They didn't think that the fight business could change.
Yeah.
And I believed it could. I had a lot of ideas, and I believed I could change the business. And I worked in Boston at a place called the Boston Harbor Hotel. I was a bellman in there. I was 19 years old. I made good money. It's a good job. It's not a bad job.
Yeah.
Just wasn't for me. And I was literally standing in the lobby one day, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? This isn't me. This isn't what I want. And I walked out the front door, and one of my good friends, he's still one of my good friends today, who was the doorman, says, what are you doing? I said, I'm quitting. And he's like, what? What are you going to do? I said, I want to be in the fight business. He said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. The fact that you've put all this time and energy into it, and it just doesn't work. It didn't work the way that you thought it would.
Yeah.
Then he called me back the next day and said, "Fuck it, let's keep going." So we bought it for $2 million.
$2 million, and sold it for
$4.025 billion. You hear $4 billion. Every day you get out of bed. When you get out of bed every morning, right? You get up out of bed, life is standing right there to kick you in the face. Ready, leg cocked, ready to go to kick you in the face. Because every day when you get up, bad shit's coming at you. Car don't start, to this, to that. Life is ready to get you. And you got to get up and you got to fight through that bullshit every day. You have to. You can't roll over. Can't roll over, man. You got to fight through all the shit that life throws at you. First of all, when you have a business idea, there's always going to be detractors and people that think, it won't work. You're always going to have those people around you and in your life, even when you're successful, believe me. It gets worse when you're successful. Then, you have to get to a point where you don't doubt yourself. You're so into this thing and you know that it's going to work. Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything. When we got into this business, boxing was starting to decline, and a lot of the big championships and the guys who held titles were in Europe, not in the United States anymore. Boxing had gotten so greedy over the last 30 years, the business actually started to shrink. I love when people doubt us. I love when people say no. And anything you do positive in your life and anything that's huge, it will immediately be surrounded by negativity, right? Immediately. Get ready for it, because no matter how successful you become, one thing never goes away: negativity. Haters, whatever you want to call them, but it's always there. One of the things that I have learned over my many years of doing this, their opinion doesn't matter. Their opinion means nothing.
Give it up there.
It is literally an opinion. It's negative bullshit, and it means nothing to you. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't affect, unless you're the sick, twisted type of person like me that likes to let it fuel you. You let it. It's like your fuel, and other than that, it's useless. It means nothing. Do your thing. Stay on your course. Stay focused. And keep your eye on the prize, and everything comes together.
Yeah.
And nothing happens overnight. You just have to keep grinding every day. Fuck you, money. Everybody knows that term. Oh, man, I'm going to tell the boss to kiss my ass if I ever get that lottery or I hit this or hit that. You're in the wrong job. If you're looking for fuck you money, you're in the wrong place already. You already know you're not in the right place because there's no such thing. I just made more money than I ever dreamed I would make. I don't want to leave. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Listen, I've been on trips and stuff. I can't stand 3-day weekends. I hate 3-day weekends, man. I'm like, man, I want Monday to come again. That's how much I love what I do. I had really bad insomnia for a long time, and I knew a lot of people that would freak out and go crazy. I loved it. I loved having insomnia. My life was so good, I didn't want to sleep.
I'm with you, brother.
Forget sleeping, man. Sleeping sucks. I wanted to be up every day doing what I did. And I embraced insomnia. I loved it. So if that's not your mentality every weekend when you're at home, like you're dreading Monday, man, stop. Stop and get another job because you're in the wrong place. That's not healthy for you. And at the end of the day, it's really about that you love what you're doing, and it's about the journey. I've been in the shitty job that you're just trying to pay your bills and you're trying to make ends meet, and you're miserable. You're doing it because you have to do it, because you have to pay your bills, because you need money. Once you break out of that and you find what it is you truly love to do, it's really not work. It's actually fun, and you enjoy every day of your life. The thing is, what's the worst thing that can happen if you try? If the day that I walked out of that hotel, right, and I went to do this, it doesn't work out, I can go back and be a bellman again whenever I want to. You can always go back and do that. The worst part is not trying. Yeah. You have to try. Nobody's ever going to do anything without trying.
That's right. Last question.
Guess what? It's never the right time. It's never the right time. It's like, I can't now. I got this truck I just bought. I got payments on this friggin' thing. You know, I got this. If you do that to yourself, you'll never do anything. Forget the truck. Forget this. Forget that. Go for it. Just go for it. Believe me, I'm living proof that it can happen.